I'm Dave,
I'm Barry.
and we're the Skagit Highlands News.
Yep.
Today, this time, we're going to be talking about impeachment. What you've got, what we're not certain what the electorate feels right now. I think the mood is starting to swing more in favor of of investigation, not necessarily impeachment. So, what's your thoughts, Barry?
Well, all I know is I remember back in like '94 or '94, whenever it was when Clinton got impeached, and I was a head in the sand. Well, I was pulling my hand out of the sand, business Christian, a political Christian, and all this stuff. And I was a hardcore Republican, you know, because Republicans are supposed to be the God Party and all kinds of nonsense like that. But what I remember is when Clinton was going to be impeached, it was like, yeah, we were just like, yeah, we were like doing dancing and stuff, you know, just because we couldn't stand the guy, you know. But then he got down to business. He got down to business. He's like, wait a minute, we thought he was a Democrat. He turned more, you know, he really got to business. He got down to business. He got busy. He dealt with the impeachment stuff. He dealt with it in a professional way, in a reasonable way, in a way that was very American, you know. And now we're in this era where, in my opinion, the hate is what the current occupant grabbed onto, and that's what he was marketing, because he knew that people love that. People.
Well, I think it's the fear. It's fear.
It's all tied in together.
Back into the fear
It's all tied
stuff.
in together.
So
you know, and if you say you're a Christian, and you support this kind of crap, I challenge you to, like, you know, open up your Bible and read it, and read what it says about fear, and read what it says about hate, read what it says about dealing with other people. And I've dealt with a lot of religious, political, business Christians on Facebook and stuff, and they come from a line that is just pure Pharisaical, like a Pharisee, like when Jesus came back, and, you know, he had to deal with the Pharisees at the time because they were the leaders, and they held the law, and they kind of controlled the society of the Jews at the time. And now we have sort of a similar issue. So.
well, do you feel that the House is going to impeach him?
I think so. I mean, it sure sounds like it. But my whole thing was that I was in my own little world. I was like in my own little bubble before the 2016 election, and I just ignored all of the negative stuff, all of this constant crap on the internet, and all this hate stuff. And then I listened to Fox News, and I never really realized how negative that kind of news was, where everything's bad, everything's horrible, everything's bad, everything's horrible. They're going to kill you. They're going to, you know, it's like everybody's got, you know, it's like, to me, it's a sign of a country that has got too much time on its hands. It's you know, if we got our time to sit there and bitch and moan and complain and whine about everything, it's a real bad time. And if you claim that in the name of God, I'm sure that God will come in and allow you not to have so much free time, and us as a nation too, so that we can get back to where we need to be. But so the business Christians and the religious Christians, they push this stuff, and now hate is a family value, you know. And I remember hearing that for years too. You know, it's like, no, that doesn't mix. But the churches were producing it. Hate, yeah, you got to hate those people. Hate those. Well, hate. You hate the sin, but love the person. But hate those people. Hate those people. So what they did is they projected hate out into the community, and that's the hate that supported the hate guy that's in there right now. So that, to me, that's the X factor. I don't know how deep this hate is in America. I don't know how corrupted that so much of the culture is in this hate, and to enclose it in religion, that almost like seals the deal. That makes it like twice or three times stronger. So that's the variable that I don't know. The House is probably going to impeach him. The Senate is as it stands now, unless, you know, unless they redefine what actual Christianity is, because these guys are just polluting, they're corrupting everything that was supposed to be.
You know, I've heard talk that there are several Republican senators that are just They're disgusted by what's going on, but they feel coerced into following Mitch McConnell. I personally have gotten so irritated with the man, I've started calling him Scrotum Chin McConnell. And it kind of fits. Uh, you know, if he can't hold his line, and I've heard there's a lot of these senators, they're just not happy with the way he's with the way Trump has conducted himself. You know, back in the day, before the election, when he first said he was going to run, and I was like, yeah, good. I don't know if I'm going to vote for him, but hey, at least he's going to shake up Washington and turn them around and make them think about what they're doing and where the money's going. And he promised he was going to drain the swamp. And now I'm looking at him and going, how many guys of his have gone to jail, and more are going to go to jail, that, you know, through Giuliani? I mean, Trump's going to come probably out like the Teflon Don on that one, unless they find a real smoking gun between Giuliani and the two clowns they just arrested. I can't think of their names right now.
Igor and somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that.
And where's all that going to go? It's probably going to end up, Giuliani is going to be holding this flaming bag. You know what's in the bag, and it's going to be lit on fire. The only thing he could pray for is that if once that bag is on fire, that Trump pardons him. But who's going to pardon Trump if it turns around? I don't know. Pence might get caught up in this whole thing too. You know, Pence tries to profess he's above boards, but how could you, as a Christian, I would have a hard time, being a Christian, aligning myself with the devil. Okay? And I personally don't feel that Donald Trump has as much as a grain of sand of Christianity, true Christianity, in him. I think it's all a bunch of show, smoke and mirrors. That's my personal opinion. How do you feel, Barry?
Well, I agree, and that's the kind of people that he is attracted. He didn't create the people, the empty vessels, the Christians in name only. They're going through the motions. He just marketed that. He just swept it up, and he's a representation of it. It's, you know, it was there, and you know, he pulled it out, and now he's kind of made the country that way, which is really sad, and it's really woke me up, and it's made me really realize how critical our future is.
So the last question I have before you is, what effect will impeachment have on the electorate? Do you feel that the country is finally going to go, whoa, wake up, or do you think they're going to go, no, we just don't really care that much about it. Yeah, he's a dirtbag, but we're going to sweep it under the carpet? I heard an NPR, I heard an NPR segment today, on today's NPR, on KUOW, and the guy said, we know he's a dirtbag, but we're going to vote for him anyway.
Yeah. Well, there's just... it's part of that hate stuff. You know, it's just like there was so much hate in America, and Trump, he grabbed on it, marketed, and he kind of fueled it, and he still fuels it now a lot. And he didn't create the problem. The problem was there before he came. He just monopolized on it. He whatever. He
Capitalized.
Capitalized.
Yeah,
That's the word. Yeah. He totally capitalized on it.